Hello students, in previous part we have studied about the Krebs cycle. In this part we will discuss on ETC, electron transport chain. How the electrons can transport from one place to another place. We will discuss on this part. This is the inner membrane of mitochondria. Inner membrane of mitochondria. Just inside the inner membrane of mitochondria, this is the fluid where is matrix present. So here is the matrix. This one is the outer membrane. Outer membrane. And the cavity which is present between the inner membrane of mitochondria and outer membrane, this cavity is known as intercellular cavity. This is the intercellular cavity. We will discuss in this part how the electron transport from one chain to another chain. In inner membrane of mitochondria, there are some pigments which act as electron receptors. These are the electron receptors. So they are also known as electron receptor complexes. These are the electron receptor complexes. There are the 4 electron receptor complexes. This is the first one. This is the first complex where the electron is accept and pass out through the protons. And from here to this one, this is the second complex. This one is third complex. There are 4 complexes, and from here to this one is the 4 complexes. These are the 4 sites from where the electron as the pass out and start to fall on. जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ से पास आउट होता है तो नीचे फॉल होता है, एनर्जी को रेडिएट करता है. तो these are the 4 sites from where the electron radiate energy. From 3 sites, the most common, the electron radiate energy. 4th one, where is the cytochrome A to 3, the electron passed out into the matrix again. How is the electron generated? We have discussed about NAD reaction of NADH2 as well as FADH2. The NADH2 when reduced, it forms NAD plus 2 electrons and 2 protons. NADH2 reduce and form NAD, 2 protons and 2 electrons. These pair of electrons accepted by the electron receptor complexes, and this electron, a pair of electron passed out through firstly FMM. What is FMM? FMM is the electron receptor, यानी जो इलेक्ट्रॉन को रिसेप्ट करता है. And this electron moves from FMM to FES. As the electron moves from FMM to FES, it radiates energy. And this energy is passed out. And it again fall off. When it radiates energy, 2 protons which are synthesized into the matrix, these pair of protons passed out through this side and comes into the intercellular cavity. Again, you can see that when the redox reaction, or you can say that the reduction process can take place, NADH2, it forms NAD, 2 two proton, one pair of proton is released and one pair of electron. This one pair of electron is received by the electron receptor. As the pair of electron passed out through the electron receptor FMM to FES, it falls down. As it falls down, it radiate energy. ये एनर्जी को रेडिएट करता है, और जैसे ही एनर्जी रेडिएट करता है, यहाँ पर जो दो पेयर ऑफ प्रोटॉन बने थे वो प्रोटॉन पास आउट होकर कहां से, मैट्रिक्स से किस में आ जाते हैं, इंटरसेल्युलर कैविटी के अंदर. This again a pair of electron passed out through ubiquinone. UQ stand for ubiquinone to the second complex UQH2, ubiquinone hydrogen. As this pair of electron passed out through ubiquinone to this second complex, it again fall down. As it start to fall down, it again radiate energy. Yes, मतलब फर्स्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स से एनर्जी रेडिएट की, पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन को पेयर ऑफ प्रोटॉन को पास आउट करा दिया. सेकंड कॉम्प्लेक्स से पेयर एनर्जी रेडिएट की, टू हाइड्रोजन मींस टू प्रोटॉन पार्टिकल्स अगेन पास आउट फ्रॉम मैट्रिक्स टू इंटरसेल्युलर कैविटी. Again the pair of electron passed out from the cytochrome to FES and then ubiquinone to third complex. Then it again start to fall on. तीसरी स्टेज पे आके, तीसरे कॉम्प्लेक्स पे आके तब ये फॉल ऑफ होता है. इट अगेन रेडिएट एनर्जी, और रेडिएट जब भी एनर्जी रेडिएट करेगा पेयर ऑफ प्रोटॉन जो है इनको पास आउट करवाता रहेगा. मींस क्योंकि यहाँ तो रिडॉक्स प्रोसेस हो रही है जिसके कारण से पेयर ऑफ प्रोटॉन सिंथेसाइज हो रही है. पेयर ऑफ प्रोटॉन को as the electron radiate energy, pair of proton passed out from the matrix to intercellular cavity. First complex, second complex, and then one third complex. A pair of proton also diffuses from matrix to intercellular cavity. But again it falls off. The pair of electrons pass through cytochrome C to cytochrome A third. This time there is no energy can be transported. As it passed out through it, half molecule of oxygen is produced. Half molecule of energy is produced. And a pair of electron, क्योंकि एनर्जी रेडिएट करता हुआ है प्रोटॉन, इलेक्ट्रॉन खत्म तो नहीं हुआ, उसने एनर्जी रेडिएट करती है और पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन आके यहाँ पे फ्री हो जाता है. और फ्री होता है तो उसके साथ उसमें क्या काउंट होगा, a pair of proton is also adjust. Pair of proton, half molecule of oxygen and pair of electron, then it can synthesize water molecule, as we have discussed in photosynthesis process in plants. Then this type of process can be take place during the electron transport chain. Again you can see that this is the inner membrane of mitochondria. इलेक्ट्रॉन हमेशा ट्रांसपोर्ट करते हैं माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया की इनर मेम्ब्रेन के ऊपर. इनर मेम्ब्रेन के अंदर साइड की तरफ मैट्रिक्स प्रेजेंट है, और मैट्रिक्स में रिडॉक्स रिएक्शन होती है या तो NADH2 या FADH2. जब रिड्यूस होते हैं तो NAD, ए पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन रिड्यूस की जाते हैं और पेयर ऑफ प्रोटॉन. इलेक्ट्रॉन जब पास आउट होता है इलेक्ट्रॉन इनर मेम्ब्रेन माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया से, इलेक्ट्रॉन को रिसीव करने वाले कॉम्प्लेक्स होते हैं, and these complexes are known as electron receptor complexes. There are 4 complexes, first, second, third. These are the 3 complexes from where the energy radiated, but from 4th complex there is no energy radiated through the electrons. This electron passed out through the cytochrome A3. As it passed out into the matrix, it produced half molecule of oxygen, a pair of electron which both combined with a pair of proton, and it forms H2O. In this condition we can see that the proton concentration of proton is increased into the intercellular cavity. How is the proton, this concentration of proton again diffused into the matrix? We will discuss in the next part oxidative phosphorylation. But this is the process of electron transport chain. How is the electron transport from one matrix to the how is the proton help in how is the electron help in the the transportation of proton from matrix to the intercellular space. And this intercellular space proton concentration increase. This proton again passed out into the matrix by the some special protein which we have discussed in photosynthesis process in plants, F0 protein and F1 protein. Clear? We will discuss in the next part oxidative phosphorylation. This is the process of electron transport chain.